video, I will define the third and fourth assignment. First of all, Module 8. Title: Network Layer. Objective: explain how routers use network layer protocols and services to enable end-to-end connectivity. And this model covers the characteristics of the network layer in the OSI model, including the IP version 4 and IP version 6 protocols, routing protocol OSPF, and the messaging protocol like ACMP. Network layer protocols have four main functions: addressing end devices, encapsulation, routing, and de-encapsulation. The IP header used to deliver packets to the destination host, and layer 3 devices like routers examine it as it travels across the network. IP version 4 and IP version 6 packets have different fields that contain important information, including version, source, and destination addresses, TTL, and the protocol. A host can send a packet to itself, another local host, or a remote host, and a default gateway in the router that can route the traffic to other networks. When a host sends a packet to another host, it consults its routing table to determine where to send the packet. The routing table of a router stores three types of route entries: directly connected networks, remote networks, and a default route. Routers learn about the remote networks manually or dynamically using a dynamic routing protocol like OSPF or AGRP. Then Module 9, and what we'll learn in this module. The title: Address Resolution. Their objective is explain how ARP and ND enable communication on a network. First log work packet tracer identify MAC and IP addresses. MAC address, also known physical address, are unique identifiers assigned to network interface controllers. Then this module covers the use of MAC and IP addresses in delivering data link frames with encapsulated IP packets on the same network or remote network through routers. ARP used by the IP version 4 to map IP version 4 addresses to MAC addresses and maintain a table mapping. The process involves sending an ARP request that contains the target IP version 4 address, and corresponding devices sends an ARP reply with its MAC address. IP version 6 used neighbor discovery protocol instead of ARP to resolve MAC addresses, and the ND offers address resolution, router discovery, and the redirection services for IP version 6 using ACMP version 6 messages, including the neighbor solicitation, neighbor advertisement, router solicitation, router advertisement, and redirect. And then module 10. And the title of the module: Basic Router Configuration. Objective is implement initial settings on a router and devices. And there is a packet tracer configure initial router settings. In this module, I learned about the initial configuration of a router. This includes the settings of the device name, securing privileged and user exact modes, securing remote access, and securing passwords. To configure a router interface, it must be activated using the no shutdown command and connected to another device. Several commands can be used to verify the interface configuration. To enable a device to communicate over the network, it must be configured with the correct IP address information, including default gateway address. The default gateway address is usually the router interface address for the router attached to the local network of the host, and this parameters will connect the router to LAN, enable communication between devices on the LAN in the other networks. There is, and this is the module 11, title IP version 4 addressing. And in this module, I have learned about the structure of IP version 4 addressing, which includes identifying the network and host portions of an IP version for others, prefix lines, and logical and operation. Additionally, I have gained knowledge about different types of IP version for addresses, such as unicast, broadcast, and multicast addresses. I have also learned about the importance of network segmentation and the issues that arise with large broadcast domains. Moreover, I have learned about the benefits of the subnetting and how to subnet an IP version for network, including subnetting a 16 and the 8 prefix. Furthermore, I have learned how to subnet an IP version for network according to specific requirements using variable length subnet masking (VLSN). Then Module 12, title IP version 6 addressing and objective implement an IP version 6 addressing scheme. The module discusses about IP version 4 and IP version 6 protocols, including the transition from IP version 4 to IP version 6, the depletion of IP version 4 addresses and issues with NAT, and the IOT has led to transition of IP version 6. The IOT has developed products and tools to help network administrators migrate their networks to IP version 6. IP version 6 addresses are written in hexadecimal values and are 128 bits in length. IP version 6 has three types of addresses: unicast, multicast, and unicast. IP version 6 unique localhost addresses are used for local addressing with a site or between a limited number of sites and are not globally routed or translated to a global IP version 6 address. IP version 6 global unicast addresses clause are globally unique and routable on the IP version 6 addresses. Devices can obtain code dynamically through ICMP version 6 messages, and the array message is sent to all IP version 6 enabled devices. The network contains with the network prefix and the prefix line default gateway address and the DNS address and domain name. Array messages has three methods: CLAAC, stateless DHCP version 6 server, and stateful DHCP version 6. And the last module, 13th module, module title ACMP, objective user various tools to test network connectivity. This model covers the use of ACMP messages in the TCP/IP suite for error and information messages when communicating with another IP device. Um, ACMP messages serve to provide feedback on the issues related to processing of IP packets. Some of the common ACMP messages are host reachability, destination or service unreachable, and some exceeded ping and threshold are testing tools used to test connectivity between host ping users. ICMP echo request and echo reply message to test connectivity, while threshold generates a list of hops that were successfully reached along the path. Threshold makes the use of TTL or hop limit field in the layer 3 headers along with the ICMP time exceeded message. And the end of my defending. Thank you for your attention.